Today is Tuesday, September the 23rd. It is currently 71 degrees outside. The high today is supposed to be 91, 92, and the low is supposed to be 71. There's a 15% chance of afternoon showers, uh, and that's the weather. Let's get to it. All right. We made a little progress yesterday. We what did we do? What did we do? We got the limbs. We got the beds trimmed up. We got the next bed trimmed up as far as the logs. And now it is time to till that spot. This will probably be one of the few times I till that spot. I do believe in, I do try to practice. I have to really call it no till. I guess I have to call it low till. Because, like, the only time I would really till stuff would be before I put stuff in the ground. So the first time I'm preparing the spot, I may till it once or twice, depending on the amount of time I have and what's going on. And then we'll plan it and we won't till it again. And I'm out here, flipper ripper. We are out here just harvesting, trying to see what needs to be harvested. These peppers are looking mostly yellow, looking pretty good. We'll get them in a minute. Ooh, looky, Linda, looky. Nice bell pepper. Nice bell pepper. Oh, yeah. Not bad. I don't really know if this is going to give us another pepper. We're going to see. Yeah, you guys are doing well. All right, look at here. Somebody been all in our bin digging. I don't know if that was that squirrel. Like, spread my stuff back out, bro. Spread my mulch back out. What you digging for? Ain't nothing in there for y'all to use. All right. Just looking. Just trying to see if we need to harvest anything. We're going to let all this make it. I probably should pull that bell pepper, honestly. But I'm going to see if it'll get bigger. See if Mr. Squirrel will allow that to get bigger. All right. Oh, nice looking little peppers. All right, cool. Let's see what we're working with over here. All right. Oh, you know what? Y'all, come with me. I don't need y'all. Oh, we got the okra cut out of this bed yesterday as well. So the okra's gone. We composted it. I was gonna put it in this compost bin in the worm tower, but decided not to. I want to actually clear that out to use that compost. We put it in the bigger compost bins that we have. Just some okra. Some okra. I like when people say okra. I do. That's so country. You're supposed to say it like that. But anyway, this is where the okra was. We chilling now. The queen is gonna put some more stuff in here. We have a oregano. Oregano was just sprawling out like she does. Got a little fall squash going on. Oh, the marigolds finally bloomed. About time, cousin. About time. The lemon balm, not lemon balm. The other stuff, holy basil, toast. All right, cool. Everything's looking good. I do want to give y'all a quick little once over. Everything's looking good. The workers are out working early this morning. The flowers are pretty, and the sun is just now. You can see where the sun comes up at. Just now coming up. It ain't just not coming up. Just not making it over the houses and hitting the garden. All my gingers opened up. Um, Yesterday we laid out the holes for the ginger. Just looking at some stuff. Need to, you're gonna change. You're gonna put that on that side. Stay right there. Sit, boo boo, sit. Root. Good boy. And we're gonna cover that up too eventually. I found out that there's not many leaves there, so I don't want to rob from Peter to pay Paul. But what we will be doing is taking these mulberries and putting them out. Now, it's funny. Where I just grabbed those from, that stand is called the sunning station. At the time, it got a lot of light comparatively speaking to what we were using in the rest of the yard. Now, not so much. We're gonna actually have to move the sunning station. I'm gonna have to find me a spot in the yard that really gets like 6 to 8 hours of light. That's gonna be hopefully out of the way somewhere. And then we're gonna move the sunning station to that location. All right, we're gonna move y'all out here. Yeah, how y'all doing? How's everybody doing this morning? Doing well? You looking good? You looking good? Y'all feel good? Y'all feel good? Yeah. Got a little extra water. We're gonna do this right here because of this water. We're gonna just rotate this tray. If I can with one hand. Let's see if we can get this to spin up here without causing chaos. All right, we're gonna let that sit like this a couple hours. And then what's gonna happen is later on today I empty the water out of these trays. Oh, I'm not sure if homie make it. Homie made it. You don't look that good, that well, my guy. And that's kind of crazy because this is the one I had to basically. Wait, is that right? I think it was this one I had to like re-scrape and try it again because it didn't do as well as I wanted it to. Here's our LSU feed, LSU Gold feed. We bought it with figs on it, so we're gonna try to keep them on and see what they. At least we get to see what they taste like, hopefully. But we are seeing new growth. That is a good thing. Yep, some new growth in there. And a lot of leaves are falling off. You can see them now. Rust, it's that time of year. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna go ahead and try to keep this thing moving. Go ahead. Oh my God, I ain't even put on my kangaroo pouch today, bro. I guess I wasn't really planning on putting y'all on my chest today. So we're gonna have to set this tripod up. And we're gonna harvest some okra. So y'all gonna have to look at, well, now look at me. Get out my face, get out my face. All right, I'm gonna get lost for a minute cause this stuff is tall. So know that I am working, even though you won't be able to see me working. I will come, I'll be walking up and down the road, so, you guys will see me a little bit. Let's do the flipper ripper. Let's see if we can find somewhere where this thing gonna sit, boo-boo, sit. Ooh, good boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go get this okra. Let go. He's under put my okra in. That doesn't look too thin. But my okra empty. I came out here with the water hose and you probably can see I left the water hose. I was watering. Well, I had a hard time finding ants and able to blow off the plants. Now they get swarmed. Looking pretty good. All right, first pass through. Unload the pocket. Yes, I can step into the light, North Carolina. Unload the pocket. Wash, rinse, repeat. My bad. This is kind of wumbles, kind of off. There we go. My okra. So how is everything? Easy part done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now that that part's done, we need to reset up and we're gonna go ahead and start tilling. If I'm lucky, I'll get this whole spot tilled up, some of the sticks and stuff removed, the debris removed from it. And then, uh, if I can get the edges laid out, because even though I tilled the whole thing, I'm trying to put y'all back here so y'all can see me at all times, because y'all know I'm the reason for the season. Ain't nobody come here for no reason other than to see me. I don't really believe that. Stop. These is just jokes. All right, we're gonna try to put y'all way back here like that. Hopefully that should get me. Yeah, yeah. All right, this is the morning's harvest from Okra. We're going to move this. We're gonna move it. I'm gonna kick up dust. We're gonna move this to where it won't get dusty. I'm putting it back where it was on that log over here, on that stump over here. And then we'll try to get the tiller fired up. And we're gonna get to it. Now the plan is to step on sticks, I guess. The plan is to till up this spot. Let's see if I can get y'all somewhere. till up the spot behind us, right? Till it up well, and then for the edges to dig out a trench so the logs sit kind of recessed in the ground. Kind of like you see the borders, how I did the borders. They gotta use a trenching shovel, roll the logs up, no, put them in there. Same thing to kind of keep them from wanting to shift for whatever reason, because the land does slope that way, going downhill. So let's get to it. No problem. This is going to get loud. I apologize in advance. I know it's gonna be loud for y'all. I'm not gonna stand there till it don't have to. But we're gonna give this, I don't know, 2, 3 minutes running on choke, kind of warm it up, I guess, and then we'll take it off, choke so it can breathe. Then we're gonna go ahead and get it done. Start getting it done. There's some poison out over there too. Over the right corner. The back corner. Near the fence right up in this area. Yeah. It looks weird because I'm pointing at a lot. Yeah. Back in other areas. Poison eye. It's been dark last night. I almost gonna stick my hand down. Now without being able to see. I don't want them kind of fraud. And I know it ain't been a minute yet. to check the oil infusion. If it ain't one thing, it's always another, right? Tiller was tilling well until it wasn't. We'll see. We'll give it a few minutes. Guess I'll walk this okra back up here. You know, best laid plans. Best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. Hey, yo, what's good? Sorry I'm just not seeing your message. But you saw me out there on that tiller, so. Give me a second. We're going to let this thing cool off. I'm going to walk this up toward the house while we waiting on this to do what it's supposed to be doing. Guess we'll go over here and look at some other stuff. What is this thing called? East Indian Marrow, I think? I can't remember the real name for this. We call it Egyptian roach plant. I like it. And we got some avocados over there grabbing some sun. Pomegranates back in that back corner. Got some mulberry in that tall pot. An avocado in that little short squat pot. Lemon tree. Figs. Olive. Figs over here. Beer's black. LSU gold. The black pot is an olive. Guess that's gray. Brown. Gray pot is a pomegranate. Some more figs over there. The tall one is a lemon tree. We got another olive tree, lemon tree in the green pot. The blue pots are all figs. All right, man. I would say this is upsetting. This is not upsetting. This is annoying. This is a slowing down of progress, bro. I'm trying to make something shake. Trying to make something happen. This thing wants to be contrary. Mary, quite contrary. How's your garden, bro? Give me 1 second. Let me go grab a paper towel. I'll be right back. Guess I could take this okra in the house on. That only makes sense. Alright, I hope this tiller gets right, bro. Like, it's slowing down progress. If this tiller gets right, I actually stand a chance on maybe not completing this bed, but getting very close. Alright, we're supposed to have rain tomorrow, and it'll be great if I could get this bed finished so it can get rained on. Because like this bed here, it's just open. I hate the fact that I just left it open. Like I didn't cover it. But part of that is because I want to see whatever weed seeds or whatever seeds in this area that's going to start to grow and to grow. Now that looks like, I don't know what. I'm not even going to let it get big enough to see what. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out of there. It's not anything I put in there. All right. We're going to see what's the deal. See if we can get Mr. Tiller back to doing him job. All right. We're going to put everybody back down. Now y'all get tired of me carrying y'all around here. Well, can't put you in my kangaroo pouch today. No pouch. All right. So let's see if we got y'all in a spot where y'all can see what I'm wanting y'all to see. Ooh, that angle, son. Look at that angle. All right, now let's see. Let's see if we can get Mr. Tiller back to a position where he wants to work with. Seems to have plenty of oil, not too much. gonna call it a little loaf. And I'm going to where's the oil at? I think it's in the garage. I think it's in the garage. The garage. I'm not gonna leave you guys out here. I'm gonna walk with y'all. Y'all gonna walk with me. Leave y'all out here. My headset gonna probably disconnect and it'll probably be weird, sounding weird. I don't know and I don't like it. All right. Let go, baby. Let give us free. Thank y'all. All right, let's get on up in there. Let's get on through here. I don't need y'all all in my face, though. Get out of my face, Craig. All right, let's see. Flipper, Ripper. No. Let me verify. The pickaxe is up here. The mask. Okay. We're gonna turn off this camera. We're gonna do this house. And we can go grab this oil, this herb. I guess we can turn this on up in here, right? See what we got going on up in here. We got the new generation that's coming up. I don't know the names of all these yet. They're pretty sure the queen wrote them on tags and stickers. Oh, she did. On the far left, we got dwarf blue kale, I can't speak. Dwarf blue curled kale. Right here, what is that? Onions. Oh, so this is onion. The little tall skin and stuff. Not sure what this is. Like some type of brass. It look like a cabbage. And those are cauliflower, celery, spaghetti squash. Ooh, I got y'all so close. Some more. This is giant spinach, giant noble spinach. Didn't germinate that well. Some of this looks like it's pretty dry too. That's cabbage, carrots. Those are some kind of peas. Sugar snap peas, beets, Swiss chard, romaine. And then right here we got, what is this? Moroccan cilantro. Oh. Broadleaf sage hadn't germed yet. Flat leaf parsley had. One garlic chive. It said, yay, let me do the work. A couple of rosemary in the back. And catnip. Long-standing cilantro. Spearmint. And some other stuff that hadn't germed. Some comfrey. My blueberry experiment. Look like maybe one of them might be living back there. I just neglected them. Patchouli. Some patchouli cuttings that we took. And they seem to be doing well. All but maybe one. He kind of look a little lifeless. I don't know what him problem is, but 5 out of 6 is not bad. Wait, that's 8. 5 out of 8. That's 7 out of 8 is not bad. So no complaints. None whatsoever. Got a little cactus sitting in some water. Got some ginger. Got a little sprig on that ginger. You see that? Dude, focus. Focus, grasshopper. Yeah. This one, not so much. I didn't really see a shoot on this one. I saw a knob that I thought would become a shoot. We're gonna see. This one has a little shoot on it. And this is something that one of the patrons from the farmers market gave us. Except for this strawberry. All right. What am I looking for? What a herb at? Hey, herb. Hey, your herb. What's good, herb? All right, let's get back up here. We're gonna turn this off. Be back shortly. Whew, we made it. We made it to the other side. This is pretty annoying. I just have to say this aloud. This is pretty annoying that I had this whole complaining over spilled milk. Right? Things happen. I was just hoping to get as much of this tilled up as possible. I was hoping to have at least half of it tilled, at least from that stump. From that stump right there, all the way back and all the way toward me. But best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. All right, we gonna set y'all down again, and we gonna hope that this is the final time, and everything's gonna work to the end of the stream. Cause if not, bro, I might just end the stream early. I mean, it's nothing personal. It's just I don't know what else I could do while I'm out here. That's gonna fill that time, man. And then part of my OCD is feeling some kind of, what I'm saying, got me feeling some kind of way because the plan I put out. All right. Let's really think this is okay. I'm just gonna have attention. I already did a whole bunch of it again. Yeah, it's probably about a half teaspoon. Like no BS. It probably didn't feel like that. All right, check that up. We gonna check this in. Let's see if there's any discernible difference on the stick. It actually is. It actually is a discernible. So okay, so maybe it was a tad. It's probably not. It's probably still not gonna start. That's just my pessimism. If I don't get my hopes up, I can't get this one. Check it one more time. It's pretty good. It's almost full. All right, all right, all right, buddy. I'm feeling like cutting up. Feel like putting in a little work. Do it, do it. Let's proceed. I think this time I'm gonna actually give it a few minutes to actually warm up a little bit, other than saying I'm gonna give it a few minutes, but like maybe 30 seconds to go and get to it. So this thing says we're at 39 minutes and 40 something seconds. So we are going to go somewhere and go look at something for a couple minutes. Just to make sure that that thing is in a state where it wants to do some work. All right. Let me have to take this. I could do some tripod guys. It ain't been the same since. All right, let's do this. Can y'all see me? Why y'all won't see me? Stop looking at me. All right, flip a ripper. I guess we do have some strawberries out here that's have some runners that I need to propagate, which is cool. We started this spot earlier in the season. I only put 3 strawberries out here, and this is what has happened during the summer. I like it. I like it. So be patient, bro. It's just been like a minute. It's just been a minute. All right. Here we have some grapes. More than likely, I need to look up the distance that you should put between grape rows, and we'll probably build another one of these trellises to put some muscadines out here. Like I want to finish it off with muscadine, but I don't think that's for like 21 feet. And muscadines need like 10 feet, so that's like 2 plants. So I think we might just try to give them a whole stretch from here all the way down to here. Cause these ain't, the one in the middle is looking decent. I don't know what I'm doing as far as pruning grapes. My old lawn guy cut this one, so he got fired. Uh, and so it did start to grow back though. This one died the first year, and I took a cutting from one of the other ones and it put it over there. Okay, we're almost at just a little bit over 2 minutes. Can we do this for another minute? And then, oh, I love the flowers on the okra. Do it all the time. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Everything's looking good. Can we get this 30 more seconds to get to 3 minutes, bro? Can I be that patient? I don't know. Damn, I can't wait for these Cadota fields. I can't wait for these LSU gold fields to get ready. Bro, I found out it's like 8 different LSU fields. I want them all. I mean, I eventually do want them all, but I do want purple, gold, type. And I heard there's a strawberry. I want to try that too. Okay. These are the next generation. These are what we will have to sell for the spring. And plus, we'll make some more during the fall and the winter. Like, we got some more coming up over there on that Delta field. One over there on that Cadota field. And it's that main little tall central branch. And hopefully once we get that air layered, I can end up with 3 more trees total out of that section of branch. That's the plan. All right, we are at like 3-4 minutes pushing up. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see if we can get this thing to stay on and put in some work. About 15, 20 minutes. That's what I need to do for right now. I need to come back later. But again, for something like that. That's all I need to do. Work. My bad. I know I got y'all looking at weird stuff. My bad. Let's do this flipper ripper. Let's make sure y'all can see what I want y'all to see. Alright, that don't look that bad. We're going to adjust this angle there though. We're going to put y'all stuff like direction. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Woo. This is a used tiller. I did get it from a neighbor who was tossing out. I did get it to work again. But I need to perform better than that. And it has. It has. It really has. It's been a soldier. No lie. It's done pretty good. So no real complaints. It's just I don't have the skill set to keep it running how I would like it to. So I need to make some modifications and I need to learn how to become better at small engine repair. And I will. It's just gonna take some time. All right, I don't have my like I said, I don't have my chest pouch, but we're gonna walk over here and we're gonna play with some poison ivy. We're gonna play with the poison ivy because why not? Right? It only makes sense, right? It only makes sense to play with poison ivy. Because you know that's what sane people do. Go messing with poison ivy. All right. First things first, we're gonna identify this poison ivy. If you don't know how to identify poison ivy, you should learn, especially if you spend time outside your house. Because let's see, most people be like, "Ooh, this is poison ivy." This is not poison ivy. This is called Virginia creeper. It has like 5 leaves on it. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. A little bit of serrations on the edge, but it's 5 leaves. This, however, is poison ivy. Wait, it's a bad one because the leaves are messed up. They're all mangled. But the 2 sets of leaves that you see, they are poison ivy. They're in groups of 3. Leaves of 3, let them be. That is true. And so what I do is I just reach down and I pull out from the root by the bark. Now, I've heard that the bark, the roots, and all that stuff are filled with whatever the main ingredient that's an allergen for poison ivy. I can't think of the name of it. But also, if you don't get it on your fingers, then you know you're starting off well. Then from there, if you don't spread it, if you do get it on your fingers, you're doing better. But this is poison ivy. That right there, 3 leaves, 3 with them serrations on the edge, poison ivy. So all I'm trying to do is track it back to the root, because I do know enough to know that they seem to want to vine, and they seem to grow via their rhizomes, like mint or something. So as I'm touching this, like, yeah, I'm touching poison ivy. I'm not touching the leaves. It doesn't seem that the oils transfer from the roots to my skin that well, or at least if I don't touch a broken part of the root. Now when I finish this, I'm definitely going in the house. First I'm gonna rub my hands in the ground just to wipe off any excess oils that may be there. Then we're gonna go get some hot water. We're gonna get some hot water and some soap. And yep, more poison ivy. Now this backyard has had poison ivy in it since we moved in. Actually, before we moved in. I remember part of the thing on us moving in was them doing something with the poison ivy that was current. Now my issue was I didn't know anything about poison ivy at the time to know that it wants to spread via these roots. And all they did was just cut the top down with a weed eater and it just left the roots. So you know now what it does, just grow right back. But yeah, this is poison ivy. And we are trying to get rid of it without giving ourselves a bad case of it. Or even a good case of it. I don't want none of it. That being said, if I really didn't want poison ivy, I'd put on gloves. True be told, right? True be told. But we gonna see. I'll be calling my mama in a minute. Mama, it didn't work. That's funny. All right, I'm done with this. That's time for me. This tiller is being tillerish to me. Let's see if it's gonna start. 1 pull, 1 hand. Nope, 2 pulls. Gotta use 2 hands. Nope, still kind of hot, I guess. No worries. This is not finna throw off my day. It is what it is. I'll find some time to see if I can find a couple of videos on how to resolve this issue so I can get better at small engine repair and diagnosing issues with small engines. If not, I will be tilling that little spot up a little bit at a time. That's gonna be such a pain. but the work has to get done. Hopefully, it works well, which I'm fairly certain that it will, and we can get this bed finished by today. Not today. Ooh, no. By this week. That would be great if I can get this bed tilled up, finished being fleshed out, put together before the end of the week. That would be amazing. If not, we got next week, right? So I appreciate everybody for showing up, hollering at your boy, spending some time with your boy, watching me semi-play in the dirt, getting a few more things done in this area of the yard that we call Fallen Pines. That's the middle part of the yard. At the back, where the grapes, blackberry, blueberries, and okra is, that's called the outer rim. But anyway, y'all know how this goes, right? Appreciate everybody for stopping up. Appreciate everybody for showing up, stopping by, spending a little time out of your busy day to come chill with me, seeing what nerdy stuff we're doing out here in the garden. See me struggle with the tiller. I hate it, but I love it, right? It's the real of it. So y'all know how this goes. Do the YouTube thing. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Insta. On Insta, I suck at this. ISUCKATTHISSS. That's me on Insta. Follow us on Insta. Um, we just drop pics on Insta. YouTube, we do the streaming thing. We'll probably get into more produced videos at some point, but right now it's easy. I don't have to do any editing. I don't have to learn how to do any editing. No, it's coming. But yeah. So you know it. Do the YouTube thing. Holla at your boy. Thanks for stopping by. And the most important thing, remember, um, create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this, because I do. Y'all have a good one, all right? Peace. Yeah.